Anyone have ChatGPT-powered romance scams on their bingo card for this month? Welcome back to Cyber Attack Sunday, where I run through the top cyber attack stories from the past week. Feeling overwhelmed? Me too. But you can find all articles and sources at the latest in cyber on Substack. All right, from the top. Threat actors are now flooding inboxes and posing as IT support to trick employees into installing remote tools like Quick Assist, all preloaded in disposable virtual machines. Infighting within the Van Helsing gang led to a full leak of their ransomware builder and leak site tools, now available on hacking forums. A flaw in the Motors theme lets attackers gain full admin access without logging in, threatening thousands of WordPress websites. Wisconsin carrier Cellcom confirmed a cyber attack caused widespread mobile and support outages, beginning May 14th. Yes, that's America. A Massachusetts teen admitted to hacking PowerSchool and demanding ransom for student data, part of a growing school-targeted trend. A mobile-only scam is hijacking browsers using injected JavaScript to promote fake adult apps disguised as progressive web apps. The Marks and Spencer saga continues with reports hundreds of millions in losses after a cyber incident crippled its e-commerce operations. A massive phishing campaign spoofing Google's no-reply emails is targeting billions of users globally. Scammers are creating AI-generated fake personas using ChatGPT, fueling a rise in romance and trust scams. Rude, by the way. Coinbase finally admitted that sensitive data was compromised in a breach that may have gone unnoticed for months. Blockchain investigators claim the easiest breach to have been in December 2024. Cybercriminals are using fake Facebook ads for Kling AI to spread remote access Trojans, exploiting hype around AI tools. Russian organizations are facing a sharp rise in pure rat malware attacks, with incidents quadrupling in early 2025 compared to last year. The campaign uses phishing to deploy spyware known as pure logs. A ransomware attack forced Kettering Health, Ohio's healthcare network, to cancel medical procedures as their technology systems went offline across 14 medical centers. The European Union sanctioned Stark Industries and its executives for supporting cyber attacks that threaten the union's stability. The notorious Dragon Force Group is intensifying its turf war with competing ransomware gangs, while continuing attacks on retailers. Over 100 malicious Chrome extensions, posing as VPNs and YouTube tools, are stealing browser data and executing hidden commands on users' devices. Law enforcement seized thousands of domains linked to the Llama malware, disrupting its global information stealing infrastructure. In a case of thank goodness they're the good guys, a Brazilian research team scraped about 10% of public Discord server messages, exposing billions of user chats online. Children are reportedly using images of Donald Trump and Markiplier to evade age checks in the VR game Gorilla Tag, which recently enforced stricter verification. TBH, I'm just impressed they're using Blender. State-sponsored Russian hackers are targeting Western logistics and tech firms to intercept Ukraine aid information, exploiting email and VPN weaknesses. A severe authentication vulnerability in Samplify enables attackers to bypass security and gain administrative access by injecting malicious data. Unresolved critical vulnerabilities in Versa Concerto could let attackers bypass authentication and execute harmful code remotely. Ransomware attackers have compromised West Lothian Council's education network, stealing sensitive personal information. Why did I think this was in Middle-earth? Critical bugs in Versa Concerto remain unfixed, letting attackers break out of Docker containers and take control of underlying systems. A Chinese state-aligned group exploited Ivanti EPMM vulnerabilities to infiltrate companies across Europe, North America, and Asia-Pacific. Threat actors exploited a Trimble CityWorks vulnerability to deploy spyware and maintain long-term access to U.S. government networks. Operation Raptor led to the arrest of 270 vendors and buyers involved in illicit dark web transactions across 10 countries. Cybercriminals are using fake ledger apps on macOS to trick users into giving up seed phrases and losing access to their crypto wallets. Hackers are using AI-generated TikTok clips as bait to distribute info stealers like VDAR and StealC to unsuspecting users. Microsoft and law enforcement uncovered a massive Llama malware spread, infecting nearly 400,000 devices with password stealers. The DOJ has indicted Rustam Galyamov, head of the infamous Cockbot malware network that enabled global ransomware attacks. New revelations tie the long mysterious hacking group Corrido to covert operations run by Spanish intelligence. I am going to need a movie on this, ASAP. Authorities from 7 countries dismantled the infrastructure behind major ransomware campaigns as part of Operation Endgame. Cybersecurity researchers disclosed an indirect prompt injection flaw in GitLab's AI assistant Duo that could have enabled attackers to steal source code and embed untrusted HTML in its responses, potentially redirecting users to malicious sites. CISA warned that threat actors may have accessed client secrets for Commvault's Microsoft 365 backup SaaS product hosted on Azure, signaling potentially broader risks from cloud misconfigurations and exposed app credentials. The U.S. Department of Justice dismantled the Danabot malware infrastructure and charged 16 individuals linked to a Russia-based cybercrime group that infected over 300,000 devices worldwide. Sophos observed Dragonforce launching attacks on rival ransomware operators like RansomHub, suggesting escalating internal competition among cybercriminal groups. Researchers found that the threat actor Vicious Trap exploited a critical Cisco router vulnerability, CVE 2023-2118, to compromise over 5,000 devices in 84 countries, forming a global honeypot-like botnet. The FBI warned that the silent ransom group, also known as Luna Moth, has been targeting U.S. law firms with callback phishing and extortion tactics for the past 2 years. CEDA's protocol disclosed a $223 million cryptocurrency theft and is offering a deal to the hacker to return the funds in exchange for dropping legal actions. Security researchers identified 60 NPM packages designed to harvest host and network data and exfiltrate it via Discord webhooks controlled by attackers. Either the law enforcement crackdowns are working, or maybe there's just something wrong with my RSS feeds, but yeah, that's it. And if you made it this far, thank you for your support. Please help me reach further than just your feed by liking, commenting, and sharing with your friends. Full rundown and sources can be found via Latest in Cyber on Substack.